So now that we know about Soundwave and how we can play it and change some options with it, let's just talk about SoundQ. For creating SoundQ, let's just go to our audio folder in GunSound, for example. In here, right click and go to sound and click on sound cue, and this one I want to call it SC for sound cue, and this is just an example, so I will call it example and I will delete it later because you don't need it. It's just for teaching purposes, right? So now you can see I did open the sound cue, and you can see this panel is called sound cue editor, and what it does, it will give us a lot of options. So for example, if I want to play a sound, I can just get a wave player like this, okay, click on it and choose a sound wave, for example explosion, right? And now whatever I connect to this output, it will be played. Okay, so let's just connect that, and there is some option for playing this sound cue. One of them is playing note. So for example, if I have two wave player like this, if I have two of them, one of them is, for example, this 12 gauge pump action, and one of them is explosion. I can click on this and hit play note. Can see, and I can click on this one and play this node as well. So now with that I can play the cue, whatever that is connected to output with this play cue will be played. Okay, and you can see the visualization of that. Let's just delete this one. There are some options for this wave player, and the option is the looping. Do you want to loop or not? Right now this explosion will happen once, but if we click on the looping, whenever we play the cue, it will do it again and again and again, and you can see it. I hope you can hear me with that. So let's just stop this, and we have a sound cue. Let's just save it, go to our blueprint class again. Let's just bring up the N on our keyboard. Okay, whenever we press, we want to play the sound cue. So let's just search for play sound at a location. Okay, so in here I can choose our SC example, okay, the one that we create. So with this play sound at location, we can play our sound cue as well. Let's just compile and see. And here if I hit N, again it will play our audio. Our audio is in sound cue. So if we go to our sound cue, you can see there is some options in here that we can use them. For example, attenuation. If we drag and drop from here and click on it, you can see we can override attenuation in here. And again, we have all of those options for attenuation as well. For example, do you want it to be linear or natural sound or inverse or whatever? Do you want it to attenuation shape to be a sphere, capsule, box, or cone? Do you want the inner radius to be what? Fall off distance to be what, right? We can have this attenuation at the sound cue, and for doing that we can just connect this to here and connect this to here, and now we have the attenuation on the sound cue, right? So it will give us a lot of options, and in next video we will talk about more options with this sound cue.